Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Let's have another happy accident. Stay tuned. So a big welcome to all of my new subscribers and to everyone. Thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. I really do appreciate it. In a previous video, we talked about taking some paper that you might have miscut, considered scrapping, and how to take that paper and turn it into something beautiful and useful. Well, that video prompted a lot of responses from you guys, and it let me and others know that we are not alone when it comes to making mistakes. And the truth of it is, no one is immune from making mistakes. No one. I don't care how skilled we are. We all make mistakes. And what matters is how we handle those mistakes. And today is no different. Today is going to be another video on how to overcome crafting oops and turn it into something useful and beautiful, something you can gift, sell, or keep. And y'all, I'm not ashamed to say it happens to me too. Like I said in that other video, there are days when I am completely off my game and nothing goes right. And it does happen on occasion. When I bring it to you on camera, I've worked out all the bugs and the kinks because I want you to see the best and the potential in what you might be able to make. And I'm going to share this with you guys because I did get some questions. What do you do when you've placed the chipboard on the paper and you realize you've made a mistake? Well, you've come to the right place because this does happen to me. In fact, it happened on this particular project. And I'm going to turn this around so that you guys can see this beautiful, beautiful paper. My sister brought it to me. We had been talking about cherry blossom paper, and she mentioned that she had some Alexander Ranke cherry blossom paper that she wanted to bring to me. So this is the paper. I'll show you the SKU once we get into the recovery project. And y'all, I was so doggone excited about using this paper. I wanted to use it to cover one of these Dollar Tree notebooks, and it's a chunky, so I thought it would be absolutely beautiful. And I knew exactly what size I should cut that chipboard. And I'll say it again, I knew exactly what size I should cut that chipboard. Didn't cut it that size though. Cut it a little bit too short, had already mounted it to the chipboard, and when I placed down my notebook, I realized that not only had I cut it too short, I had cut my panels too wide. And you can probably imagine the horror I felt when I realized that I had pretty much scrapped a piece of this beautiful, beautiful paper. And guys, I literally could have kicked myself in the you-know-what, but fortunately for me, my feet wouldn't reach. So basically, I took it, set it to the side, and decided I would come back to it later when I figured out a suitable project that I could use it for. And luckily, I got the request from you guys, so we'll be able to work through this together and come up with some really beautiful projects as the result of happy accidents. So y'all know what time it is. It is time to get started. All right, guys, so here is the paper that I made the miscuts on, and this paper is by Alexander Ranke. I will bring it over so that you can get that SKU in case you're looking for it. And I'm going to give you a more up-close picture of the beauty of this paper. It is stunning. Fortunately, I have a few more sheets of it, but it is a stunning paper that, you know, you hate when things like that happen, but they are going to happen from time to time. You just have to roll with it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger blade and just cut down the center of these two pieces so I can separate them. And then I'm going to bring in this piece so that we can do a measurement. The paper size is 6 by 7. The actual board size is 6 by 5. So when I cut this chipboard, I cut two pieces at 5 by 6. That is not what you need to start with. You can use any size that you have for these projects, but I wanted to give you a realistic picture of what I'm starting out with here. So on the first one, I'm going to leave it as is, and I'm just going to go around the edges so that I can get a score mark. Then I'm going to fold it over on all 4 sides. And then I'm just going to do a miter. And this is just one idea that you can do with your chipboard pieces so that they don't go to waste. You can turn them into something useful. And believe me, this will be something useful, and it will be something that you're able to gift, keep, or sell if you want. So now I'm going to bring in my tape. Let's place some tape down on all 4 sides. And so now I'll just peel away my tape backer. And we're going to take these 4 edges and just fold them over. I'm going to bring in my big old spatula to make sure that I have everything nice and stuck. And you can see that we have this beautiful board here. I still have some of that beautiful leftover paper and I don't want to waste it, but this time I am going to use the back side of this. And so we know that this piece measured 5 by 6. So I am going to take this piece and we're going to trim it to 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. And now I can take it, place it down, and that's going to give us a nice cover to the back. And it also allowed us to use paper that would have just been sitting there. You know, and as I was looking at this, even though I have cherry blossoms, I am going to use that rose on the outside because I don't see anything wrong with it. So I am just going to place some tape around the 4 edges of this piece. And now I can take some tape, just place some tape on the inside of that chipboard. Make sure that my tape is nice and stuck. Now I'll use my finger blade to peel away the backer. Now I can take this and I'm going to place this down right there. And so now we have a super cute board. And what I am going to do with this is going to be so simple. I am going to take one of my bullnose clips and just place it at the top, and we're going to turn this into a mini clipboard. Doesn't take a whole lot. You don't have to do any more to this but that. And so then I have this little scrap piece, and this piece measures 1.5 by 5. So I am just going to take that, put it down, and turn it into a sweet little pocket. So I'm going to take this, place it right here at the bottom, giving myself a little pocket, and isn't that cute? And so then I'm going to take one of my Anna Griffin bows and just place it right there. Then I'm going to take one of my little tea roses that we made in a previous video, and I am going to stick that rose right there. And how stinking cute is that? We really did take what on the surface might appear as a disaster because we cut our chipboard too small, and we turned it into this little beauty right here. So I placed a chunky on mine, but if you're going to be using paper sizes that would fit this whole board, I would use flat embellishments, but this just gives you an idea of how beautiful happy accidents can really be. So now I'm going to bring in my second board, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to angle in right at the top, and then I'm going to trim away 3 sides of this. And this is what I'm going to be left with. So I am going to go ahead, take my tape, and just fold that over. Use my big old spatula. And now we have this piece. And again, I have some more scrap. This time I am going to use the polka dots. So I'm just going to take my tape, and from the top to the bottom, I am going to cover it in tape. We're going to use a wider tape. So I'm just making sure that I get my tape on this piece. And then I'll peel away the tape. I'll bring in this piece. And this time I am going to cover those beautiful flowers. So I'm just going to place that down and trim all the way around until I have trimmed out this one piece. And I'm not going to throw this away because I can come back with this piece and turn it into some of those little mini tea roses, because that paper is just too beautiful to throw out. So now we have this one piece, and this one piece is 5.5 inches wide. So I am going to put it in my cutter, cut it in half, and I'm just going to make a score pass with my blade, and then I'll use my finger blade to go back through and finish the cut. And sometimes the paper is just so beautiful that we don't need to do a whole lot to it. So what I'm going to do with these is I am going to turn them into tags. So I have my Crocodile Big Bite. I'm going to put it on the 3/16 setting. And then I'll just go in, try to find my center, and just punch a little hole on one and on two. So then I have my beautiful pink ribbon. I'm going to take that ribbon, feed it through the hole, and then I'm just going to take a little sentiment, put it at the bottom, and this one says, "Always, forever yours." I'll take just a few of my roses to really decorate this. And I'm going to put those down just like that. And this is just a little example of how quick and easy it is to take something that we might have thrown into our scrap heap and just let it sit there for a while. We can now pull it out and turn it into something that's absolutely gorgeous, simply gorgeous. And that's exactly what this is, simple but gorgeous. So I am going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to take a sticker, take my roses, and we are going to put our roses around this beautifully sweet little sticker. And we are going to let that be enough, because sometimes we really don't have to over embellish. Sometimes simple is enough. And you guys know, if you watched me for a while, I'm pretty much a minimalist when it comes to embellishing. I don't like a lot of heavy embellishing because I like to let the beauty of the papers that I'm using shine through. So let's put that one right there. And how sweet is that? How sweet are these? And now we have two beautiful, beautiful tags. We can use these to dress a gift. We can use these as part of a swap. We can send these as happy mail. So many ways that we can use these simple but beautiful gift tags that we made as the result of a crafty oops. So I am going to bring in my little clipboard so that we can have these three right here together. Aren't they pretty? And isn't that paper just absolutely gorgeous? And guys, if you haven't heard of Alexandra Renke, check it out. Renke is spelled R-E-N-K-E. I think that you'll find a lot of the designs just so gorgeous. And this is just one example of the beauty that you will find. I do believe that they carry the collections at Joann's, but you can certainly find them by doing an online search. So I hope that you have enjoyed this quick and easy way of taking some chipboard that you might have just tossed into the bin for scrap and turning it into something useful, something beautiful, because that's exactly what we have done here. And guys, I hope that you have liked this project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.